or on the earth if that's better for you. If you're sitting on the earth, just making sure that your hips, yeah, if you'd like to turn your video off, you could do that. That your hips are at least maybe a little bit higher than your knees, or at least the same level. And let your hands rest on your legs, either palms up or palms down. Chin is parallel to the ground. And imagine the back of your head is going up a ramp. So bring the back of your head back and up a ramp, and that just helps elongate your spine. And now bringing your attention to your breath, inhaling, visualizing a beautiful white light traveling all the way from the earth up through the spine to the crown of the head, and then exhaling that white light down through your body, back out into the earth. Inhaling nourishment, vitality, and health. Exhaling, release, relinquish, let it go. So keeping your attention on the quality of the breath. And if you notice that your breath is choppy or shorter than you'd like, or maybe it's rough, smooth, whatever it is, it's all fine. It's all good. Just the point is bringing our attention to how the breath is traveling through our body. Noticing the temperature. Is the breath warm or cool as you inhale? Is it different as you exhale? Now we'll offer the breath of calmness together. I'll talk us through it. Where you inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. It's just 3 breaths. It's very quick. So after your next exhalation, take a slow, soft inhale through the nose and draw your breath all the way up to the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, opening the mouth and exhale everything out completely. At the end of your exhale, when you're ready, inhale again through the nose, draw the breath in and up to the tippity top. Hold it at the top for as long as you can with comfort. And then opening your mouth and exhale everything out completely. Moving in your own time. And then last time, inhale through the nose, draw the breath in and up to the crown. Hold the breath, visualize the breath swirling at the crown for as long as you can with comfort. And then in your own time, opening your mouth, exhale everything out completely. Hold the breath at the end of the exhalation for as long as you can with comfort. And then resume your natural breath in and out through the nose. Breath of calmness quiets the chatter, calms the nervous system. And now let your chin release down to your heart, still sitting with a nice tall spine. Feel the back of your neck opening up and stretching. And then as you inhale, let your right ear come to the right shoulder. Stay here, breathe here. Feel the left shoulder releasing down to the ground. And then let your head come forward, chin to chest, and slowly roll the left ear over the left shoulder. Breathe here. Maybe roll the shoulders back and down a little bit. Make sure the heart is lifting up, lower back is in. And then let's make some half head rolls. So then let their head roll over to the right and then back to the left, moving as slowly as feels good for you. If you feel like you'd like to pick it up a little bit, speed it up, you can do that. And then the next time your head moves to make a full 360. When I say full, that doesn't mean we don't want to yank or crank. It's moving very slowly, just opening up nooks and crannies. And then change the direction. And then let your head come all the way back up, chin comes up. And now let the chin come up to the sky, head comes back. Feel your neck opening up. And if it bothers anybody's head behind, you can bring your fingertips right underneath the skull and just massage there. Open your mouth. Make a big O, show your teeth. Then close your mouth. Bring your lips together. Feel extra tautness in your neck. And bring your chin back to parallel. Gently opening the eyes. Let's stretch your legs out nice and long. Bounce the knees back and forth. Change the cross of your legs so it feels the weird way. Interlace your hands in front and then flip the palms out so shoulders are down. Yep, beautiful. So your hands are right in front of your shoulders. Inhaling here, and as you exhale, keep the gaze forward, but let the arms come straight up. So inhale through the palms of your hands. Exhale, rooting down through your sit bones. Very nice. Inhale again, lift the side body, nice and long. Beautiful. Exhale, sit bones resting down. And then release your left hand down or whatever hand and reach the right hand over your ear. You can use your left hand to really press that right hip down and reach that right arm over. Look underneath that right arm if that feels okay on your neck. Otherwise, look straight across the room. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up. And that palm is facing the ground, using that right hand to push your left sit bone down, maybe tilt the chin up towards the shoulder. Inhale, come all the way up, exhale down. Let's do it one more time. Maybe slide the left hand out a little bit further away from the body to get more of a stretch. Roll that right shoulder back. Feel your chest turning up towards the sky. You can do all of that and still look straight across the room if it bothers your neck. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale down. Slide the right hand out. Push that ground away. Reach that left arm over. Roll back. And come all the way back up. Beautiful. Bring your hands behind you. Press your fingertips down. Your fingernails are facing your body. Roll the shoulders back. Lean back. Lift your heart up. Draw the shoulder blades together. Squeeze those shoulders together. Maybe squeeze the elbows a little together. Lift the chest up. Look up at the sky. Press your pelvis forward. So it's a real lumbar arch here. Arch in that lumbar spine. And then look straight ahead. And then bring your torso back up. And let's come onto our hands and knees into tabletop. So I'll go up a little bit. I'll come back here. So hands are right under your shoulders. Check out your knees. Make sure your knees are hips distance. Fingers are spread nice and wide. And let's take a few cat-cows. So push the ground away, chin to chest. And let the belly release, look straight ahead. Continuing, push the ground away, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. And as you flow back and forth in your cat-cows, you can visualize your spine opening as you push the ground away, and then closing and nourishing those discs right into perfect position. So offering the liquidity and the balance in our spine so we can twist and bend with ease and comfort. Okay, neutral spine. Let's reach that right arm straight up, look up at the sky. You can rotate that right wrist a few times. And then thread the needle. Right arm goes through that left arm, right shoulder on the ground or close to, right ear maybe on the ground. And then walk your left hand in towards your face. And you can maybe roll that left shoulder back a few times and forward. If you'd like to try to lift that left arm up, turn the palm, bend your elbow, and place the back of that right hand outside that right hip. You could do that. Or you could wiggle around a little bit and maybe turn that the left palm down and to hold on top of that right thigh. And then reach your left arm back up. Left hand comes down. Reach that right arm all the way up. And right hand comes down. Then the left arm comes up. Reach that left arm up. Turn your belly up towards the sky. Rotate your wrists in both directions. And then thread the needle. Left arm comes through. So that left ear comes on the ground, left shoulder. Walk the right hand in right close to your face. And then roll the shoulder back a few times. Juicy rolls, just lubricating that shoulder joint, going forward. Just feeling how it moves with ease. And then reach your right arm straight up. You can turn the palm and then wrap your right arm around. Maybe the back of the right hand just touches outside the left hip, or you can wiggle around a little bit and maybe turn the palm and your hand can maybe hold on top of that left thigh. And then reach your right arm back up. Right hand comes down. And left arm comes up, unwinding, and then the left hand comes down to the ground. From here, let's stretch the right leg out. Tuck your right toes on the ground. So your right toes are tucked, and then shift your weight forward, rolling onto the toenails, and then push it back, pressing out through that right heel, feeling that nice stretch in your right calf. And moving back and forth. And then stopping that movement, lift that right leg up. So let's flex the foot, spread the toes. Roll the right hip down, right leg comes up, and then left arm out by the ear, palm facing the right side of your mat. Reach through the fingers, reach through the heel. Visualize rolling the inside of that right leg, up towards the ceiling, and then lift the leg up a little higher. Beautiful. Bring your left hand down and then cross that right foot over the left. Toes are on the ground, tucked forward. So your toes are tucked towards the front of the mat. Walk your right fingertips straight out in front of that right shoulder. Peel that right hip back. Walk the right fingers forward. Keep that left shoulder on top of the left hand. And then walk your hand over towards the right, maybe crossing over that left hand. Look over your left shoulder. Check out your heel. It wants to collapse towards the center, but keep that heel lifting up and open the back of the knee. Breathing fully into the right rib cage. Feel the ribs opening up as you inhale. And then the right hand comes back. Lift that right leg up and then step it outside the right hand. And you might need to use your hand to help that right foot Get up there. So your right foot is outside of the right hand, just to give you a visual. So I'm inside here. And once you're here, give your hips a little wiggle back and forth. And then straightening it up, tailbone back, nice flat back. And then walk your left hand straight out in front of your shoulder. And then the right hand. Keep pulling your hips back. Let the head descend between your arms and breathe here. And feel this inside your legs, your hips. Nice stretch for your back. Your ears should be in line with your arms. Breathing here. Keep the belly nice and soft here. Now, if you'd like to take it a little deeper, you don't have to. You can lower your left forearm and maybe you might have put it on the block. And then you bend your right elbow and then you can put your right forearm on a block or it can come down to the ground. I'm just showing you. Now let your head go. You can press the inside of that right toe down a little more and maybe draw that right knee a little closer to your shoulder, just a little bit. Feel that little extra stretch? And then straightening your arms, bring your right knee back, give your hips a little wiggle again. Shift your knees back behind your hips, tuck your toes, and let's come into our first downward facing dog. Press your armpits towards your thighs, knees are bent. Make sure your feet are at least hips width apart, maybe a little bit wider. And then you can begin to straighten one leg, bending deeply the other, and then switch. I think it's very helpful to move slowly and feel that stretch. Feel it in your heel, your calf, your hips, your waist. Maybe feel it in your chest, your back, your arms. This is like the all-purpose pose. Getting your inversion in. When you feel shaking it up enough or walking the dog, you can straighten your legs, look at your feet. Make sure your ears are in line with your arms. Let's take an inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth loudly. Two more times. Lift your right leg straight up behind you and rotate your ankle. Both directions. Lower that right leg. Now lift up the left leg. Rotate your ankle. Both directions. Lower that left leg. Beautiful. Come back to your tabletop. Really nice. Walk your hands in. Now we're in a tabletop. From here, let's circular cat-cow. So normally we do the cat-cow. It goes back and forth. But the circular, I think we've even done it before. And this is something you can't think about. Just make your hips go in one direction, but cat-cowing at the same time. Close your eyes and visualize your waist opening and stretching. You can get your shoulders into it. This just feels really nice in your lower back and your hips. Let the head go or keep it still, whatever feels good. This is something you really can't think about. Just move and flow. Change the direction. You can figure that out. It takes practice. Still breathing. Beautiful. Okay, come to your regular tabletop. Now let's stretch the left leg out. Toes, you're tucking your toes. Your foot is on the ground. And then from here, begin to shift the shoulders forward in front of the hands and then rolling over the toes. The toenails are on the ground. Feel that stretch to the top of your foot and then push it back and push your heel back. Feel your calf stretching and then flowing back and forth. And you know how much or little of this feels good for you. You determine how far you want to stretch it. And then you can stop here and then lift that right leg up, right hip down, spread the toes, flex your foot, and then reach your right arm straight out by the ear. Your nose is pointing down to the ground, left hip down, roll the inside of that left leg up, lift the left leg up. Breathing. So it's a balance. And you're using your muscles here, you're toning, you're stretching and lengthening. And then the right hand comes down and cross that left foot over the right, toes tucked forward towards the top of the mat. And then begin to walk your left hand straight out front of that left shoulder. Peel the left hip back. So feel the skin stretching on the left side of your body. If you want a little more, walk your left hand past the right, or even just a little bit. Look over your right shoulder, check out that left heel. Opening up the knee to the sky. Breathing deeply into the left side body. Beautiful. Left hand comes back. Lift that left leg up and see if you can step it right outside that left hand without using your hand. But if you need to help it up there, help it up there. And then give your hips a wiggle, a waggle from side to side. I took a workout class, like a boot camp class, yesterday morning at 7:30. I feel it all over here. All right. But this is yoga, thank God, not boot camp. Okay. So hands inside, arms are straight. Now, tailbone back, crown of the head forward, and then reach the right hand in front of your shoulders, claw the floor. Then the left hand reaches hips back, head comes between your arms. Stretch those hips back, press the inside of that left foot down. That knee, the left knee, you could draw it in towards your left shoulder just a little bit. And if it's that too much, back off. It really gets the inside of the left leg. If you'd like to take it deeper, lower the right forearm on the block or the ground, and then the left. You can always keep your arms straight here. And straightening your arms. Bring your left knee back to match the right. Keep your knees hip distance apart. Let's come onto our knees or our shins. And we're going to come into a baby camel. So roll the shoulders back a few times. Okay, bring your hands behind you on your lower back. Fingertips are facing up. Roll the shoulders back, look straight ahead, lift the heart up. Now bring your chin down. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, bring your chin down. Just hold this. This is baby camel. Keep the chin down, lift the heart up, shoulders are down, and shoulder blades are squeezing together and lifting the chest up. And then straighten your spine, release your arms, roll your shoulders back and forth, open and close your wrists, your hands. Bring your hands back down, tuck your toes, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. Okay, walk your hands back towards open your feet a little wider than hips distance and let your knees stay bent. Let the head go. Shake it, no and yes. So bend your knees as much as you need to so that your belly is on your thighs. So that might be a lot. You can also have blocks or chair underneath your hands. Let your head go. So wherever your hands are,
Begin to lean to the right side, bend that right knee a lot and begin to straighten the left, and then lean to the left side, bend that left knee, straighten the right, and move back and forth. So you're really exaggerating, leaning, moving your hips from side to side, straightening one leg and then the other. And then the next time you bend that right knee and straighten your left, and you might not be able to straighten that left leg all the way. That's okay. Reach that left arm up and look up at the sun. It's going to be a beautiful day. Roll the shoulder back. Left hand comes down. Bend the left knee. Shift your weight into that left side. Straighten the right. Reach that right arm up. Roll that right shoulder back. Beautiful. Right hand comes all the way down. Bend both knees. Bring your right hand on your thigh, your left hand on your thigh, and with a flat back, push yourself all the way up to standing. Beautiful. So come to the back of your mat, standing up nice and tall. Let us lift the heels. Just balance on the toes for a moment. And then lift the heels. Lift up all 10 toes and spread them. Feel your kneecaps lifting. So see if you can keep the kneecaps lifted and the thighs lifted, but then lower the toes back down to the ground. So from here, we're going to come into our tree. Shift your weight into the left foot and lift the right leg up any amount. So you might turn it and balance with the big toe on the ground. You can hold a wall, you can hold a piece of furniture, or lift that right leg up as high as you can. Whatever feels good to you. Pressing thigh into foot. Press that left hip in so you're balanced evenly over the entire left foot. Where's your chin? Is your chin up? Are you looking at the ground? See if you can look at the horizon. Keeping the gaze soft, the eyes soft. Reach your strong arms up. Inhale through the fingertips. Exhale, let it all go. Bring your arms out. And then hold your elbows behind you. Turn that knee forward and then step that right foot out. Heel toe your right foot over towards the right. And then bring your hands on your hips. So your back foot, step your left foot out to the left a little bit and then turn those toes so they're at a little bit of an angle. So your left toes are pointing at the left front corner of your mat, setting up for Parsvottanasana. Bring your hands on your hips. Roll the shoulders back, back bend, squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, look up. And then exhale, tailbone back, crown of the head forward. Take your time, lengthening through the crown of your head. Feel that stretch behind the right leg. You might want blocks outside of your right foot. You might decide that you want them a little bit lower or not at all. Wherever you are, inhale, lengthen, look across the front of the mat, and then exhale, let the elbows bend, head goes towards your shin. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Stay here and breathe. Look at the front of your mat. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Actually, before you do that, you can place a block right outside of that right foot, the tall way. It might help. Right hand on your right hip. Draw that right hip back, and then reach your left arm straight out, palm facing the right, and inhale, the left arm comes all the way up and your torso comes up. Beautiful. Beautiful, just like that. So left hip forward, right hip back, shoulders down. Inhale here, and then exhale, reach, 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 and then tap the mat with your fingers. And then inhale, come up. Exhale and reach, reach, reach. Inhale, come up. And now we're going to twist. Exhale. You're going to twist. The left hand is going to reach out and then bring your left hand outside that right foot, either on a block or on your foot, or if you feel very open or very flexible, each day is different, you can bring it on the ground. So press your hand either on the ground or a block. Roll that right shoulder back. Roll that right shoulder back. Feel your belly turning up towards the sky. Bring your head back a little bit and then raise your right arm up. Now you can keep your right hand on your hip if you don't like that. And also you can keep the gaze straight across the horizon. You don't have to bring your head up because sometimes that really is a pain in the neck. Draw that right hip back and in. Really nice. Bring your right hand down. Bring your left hand down. Bend your right knee. Walk your hands forward. And now lift that left leg up. So you can keep your knee bent in the standing right leg. Turn the left hip down. Lift that left leg up. Really nice. Now let's see. Can you walk your hands back a little bit and maybe lift your hands up? Maybe. This is a tough one. This is a variation of Warrior 3. And then bring your hands back down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Shake out your legs. Nice job. Down dog. Let's come to a plank. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Press your toenails down into the ground. Coming into a baby cobra. So your hands are pulled back up behind your shoulders. Press your toenails down. Inhale. Hands come up. Head comes up. Chest comes down. Up. I'm sorry. And then come all the way down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. And last time up. And exhale down. Push back onto hands and knees. Take a child's pose. Knees apart, big toes together. Stretch the hips back. Press your fingertips down and let the head come down in between your arms. Breathe here. Feel the belly nice and soft. And then walk your hands over to the right. You can place your right palm on the ground, let that right elbow bend, and bring your left hand right on top of the right, and let your head come down to the ground. Breathe here. Stretching now into the left side body. Reach your arms forward and then over to the left. And then the right palm comes on top of the left. And then walk your hands forward. And then come back into tabletop. And then let's come back onto standing onto our shins. So we're gonna have an option before we do tree on the other side and that whole thing again. You can come into baby camel again, or if you want to put blocks outside of your heels, you can come into full camel using your blocks to help you. You could make it the tall way, it's a little bit easier, or turn the blocks down all the way, whatever you like. So let's begin with baby camel. So bring the palms of your hands to your lower back, fingertips facing up. Shoulders are down. Roll those shoulder blades under. Squeeze your shoulders and your elbows together. Chin comes down to start. Lift the heart up, up, up. So feel your opening in your hips, the psoas. Now you can stay here if you want a little more. Bring one hand down to a block and see how you feel, and then the other. Readjust your shoulder blades. Feel the shoulder blades tucking under your chest. Lift that chest up and then maybe look up at the sky. Breathe here. Beautiful. Now bring your left hand to your waist and your right. Lift yourself up, and then the head is the last to come up. Very nice. And then bring your hands back to tabletop. Stay in tabletop for a minute. Just give your back a moment to neutralize. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And you can pedal out your legs here. And then straightening your legs, walk your hands back in, let your knees bend. Let your head be heavy. Hold opposite elbows. And then release your hands, bring your right hand on your thigh, bend your knees a lot, your left hand on your thigh, and with a flat back, push yourself all the way up with a flat back. Okay, step your feet together, roll your shoulders back and forward. Let's sweep the arms all the way up, hook your thumbs together, palms facing forward, press your feet down, crescent over to the right. So press your feet down, keep that left shoulder rolling back, reach through your fingers. Bend your knees, straighten your legs. Inhale it up, and exhale over to the left. Beautiful, press your toes, your heels down. Keep that right shoulder rolling back, bend your knees, straighten. Inhale, come all the way back up. Bring your hands to prayer, all the way down to your heart. Let your prayer rest against your sternum. Shoulders are soft. Face is soft. Let's balance on the toes. Lift the heels up. Can you stack the heels on top of the toes? Maybe lift your prayer up. Beautiful. Lower the heels. Lower your prayer. And then rock back on the heels. Lift up all 10 toes. Feel your thighs engaged. Your knees are lifting. And then see if you can keep that engagement of the knees and the thighs. It's not easy as you lower the toes down. Okay, find a spot to focus on. Shift your weight into your right foot. And when you're ready, left leg, any amount coming into your tree. Pressing thigh into foot, foot into thigh. Whenever you're ready, reach those arms up. Spread your fingers, palms are facing each other. And then open the arms out to the sides. Keep the palms lifting up towards the sun. Feel your chest open, the collarbones are wide. Turn your palms down and then hold opposite elbows. And you're not really holding, you just rest your hands against the elbows. And then turn that knee forward and gently step it out in front and turn your back foot 45 degrees. You can bring your blocks up around that front leg if you know you need them. So heel toe that left foot towards the left, the right comes towards the right. And the reason why we separate our legs is so that we have room for our hips. That right hip comes forward, left hip comes back. Hands are on the hips, roll your shoulders back. Lift the heart up, chin comes down, and lift that heart up. It's a nice back bend. Then you can look up at the sky. And then forward fold. So reaching that tailbone back with a flat back. Coming forward, and then let your hands come down either to the blocks or to the ground. Let the head go. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And last time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Breathe. Close your eyes if you can. And if it's not comfortable to close your eyes, keep the eyes softly opening. And then lift the head up, bring your left hand to the left hip, draw it back, reach your right arm out, and inhale, come all the way up, arm by that ear. And then exhale, extend through the crown of the head, reach that right arm out, tap the mat. Inhale up. And exhale, extend. And last time, inhale up. And then twist it. Right hand comes outside that foot or on the foot or on a block. Roll the left shoulder back, feel your belly turning up towards the sky. If you feel the left shoulder is on top of the right, reach your left arm up. Breathe here. And then look down at the ground. Left hand comes down, right hand comes down. Bend that left knee. Walk your hands in front and now lift that right leg up. Flex your right foot. Right hip comes down. Lift that right leg up. So you could stay here. This is a big enough stretch. I know it's a no joke stretch. It's also fine to use blocks underneath your hands. This is good too. This is like a nice in-betweener. Roll the inside of that right leg down. Lift that right leg up. Your standing knee can be bent. And if you want a little more, bring your right arm out for flying warrior three and then the left. Crown of the head forward. Slowly bring your hands back down. Lower that right leg. Bend your knees. Bring your hands on your thighs and press yourself all the way up. Really nice. Roll the shoulders back and forward. Okay. One last for the shoulders, then we're going to come down to the ground. If you have a strap or a sock now, would be a good time to grab it if you are tight in the shoulders. Otherwise, you might not need it. So you're going to bring your right arm straight up. And I think we've done this before. This is cow face. Turn your palm. Whoop. So if my palm is facing you, turn your palm so that it's facing the left side of your body. And then bend your elbow. So your hand is dangling between your shoulder blades. With your left hand, turn your elbow in towards your face and then push that elbow back. That's quite a stretch right there. Reach your left arm all the way down, and this might be enough. You're holding the strap, I should have said, in your right hand. And you'll get it on the next side if it doesn't work. And then you're walking that left hand up the strap, trying to touch fingers. If not, you just hold the strap. And then you walk your hands closer together. Open your feet so that they're hips distance. Close your eyes and start making a circle. Change the direction. Beautiful. Stand up nice and straight. Release the arms. Fold the left arm high, give yourself a hug, and then let your head gently rock from side to side. And release that, rolling the shoulders back and forth. Now put the strap in your left hand, left arm comes up, turn your hand to the right and then back, bend your elbow. And your hand doesn't turn all the way back. I realize that. It's just helping to get the rotation in your shoulder. Bend your elbow, and then with your right hand, turn the elbow in, push it back a little bit. Right arm comes out, down and around. Take your time here. And then chin is parallel to the ground. Left elbow lifting up. And then you can begin to circle. Action. Beautiful, release that, arms come out, and then right over left, give yourself a hug, and gentle head rolls, side to side. And release that, step your feet, maybe a little bit wider, keeping the legs straight. Your arms are just hanging, and then making hip circles. And if you can really let your hips come forward to the side and back, and try to keep your head neutral. Let those hips come back and forward. And this feels really nice on the lower back and the front of the hips. Shoulders are relaxed, arms are relaxed. Change directions. Nice. And then bring yourself back to center. Heel toe your feet together. All right, feet are together, knees are together. Hands come to your thighs and let your hands slide down to just above the knees. And now begin to circle the knees. So bending and straightening, making a circle in one direction, slow and controlled. And then change the direction. Lubricating the ankles, the knees, a little hip action if you can really get those circles in. And straightening all of that. Let us come to a seat. So sitting towards the top of your mat. Let's come to a butterfly. Interlacing our hands around the toes. Chin is parallel, shoulders are down, lower back in. You can close your eyes and let your knees flutter up and down. And then let the knees rest and relax, no forward fold. Bring your hands outside of the knees and then let the knees come together. Bring your knees together. Interlace your hands around the knees. Shoulders are down, elbows are soft, and you're hugging your thighs. Inhale here, and then exhale. Let your chin come to your chest and let your upper back lead the way as you come back. Chin comes to chest. Breathe here. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean back. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, come all the way back. And then you can come down to your back and bring your knees with you. Right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee, and then circle the knees. You can separate the knees, bring them together. Nice massage for your hips. Change the direction of your circling. And then hug your knees with your right arm, left arm out to the side, palm face up, just not higher than your shoulder. And then roll those knees over to the right. So your right hand is resting comfortably on top of the left. Lift up your left hand a little bit, just an inch, and then reach the fingers away, roll that left shoulder under, and then lower the left hand back down, that left shoulder back down. Turn your head to the left. Lift the head back up and over to the right. And then let the head rest in a comfortable, neutral position with the nose facing up towards the sky. And feel your belly softly moving with the breath. And then bring your left knee up and then the right knee up. Hug your knees with the left arm. Right arm comes out to the side, palm face up, and let the knees roll to the left. Lift up the back of that right hand, reach the fingers away, roll that right shoulder under, and then lower that right elbow, the hand down. Just helps to open the heart a little bit more. Turn the head to the right. Take a few breaths here. And then the head comes back up to center and over to the left. Back to center. Taking a few breaths here, softening your hands, your elbows, your fingers. And then bring that right knee up and the left. Pulling on your back, hug your knees, wrap your arms around the knees, bring your head to your knees and squeeze. Imagine you're squishing sand under your toes, make fists. Squeeze your face, squeeze and contract every muscle of your body. Tightly compact. And then relax out into Shavasana. Let the feet flop out to the sides, arms a comfortable distance from your body, palms face up. And breathing beautiful, cleansing white light from the soles of your feet up to the crown of your head. And exhaling, bathing and cleaving down from the crown of your head, down to the soles of your feet. Inhaling gently and fully. Exhale completely. Imagining that white light penetrating out through your skin, and you become this beautiful pillar of clean, healthy energy. Inhaling health. Exhaling, thank you. Inhale health. And exhale, thank you. Beginning to deepen your breath. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Stretching your arms overhead, offering any movement that feels just right for you, rotating your ankles, your wrists, maybe bending from side to side. When you're complete, bending your knees and rolling onto any comfortable side, take 3 nourishing breaths. Bring your hands to prayer right at your heart. And then raise your prayer up to the Ajna chakra, pressing there between the eyebrows and slightly above. And bowing down to your very own heart in deepest gratitude for the gift of yoga and the joy and peace it brings to your entire body, mind, and soul every time you practice. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great week.
Thank you.